Hi, this is Antonio Morales coming to you straight to introduce my dad, Mr. Carlos Morales, on this next unit. Good luck.
Good morning. Thank you, my son, for that intro. Today we're going to be factoring out a monomial from a binomial or trinomial. So the last objective, we factored out a greatest common factor. This unit, not only are we going to take out the greatest common factor, but we're also going to deal with what I call the leftovers. And so, not only are we going to take out the GCF, but we're also going to write what are leftovers. Okay? So we're going to be on page 2 of the notes. And so I want you to go to problem number 1 on page 2 of the notes. Problem number 1. So we're going to pull out the GCF first. Now, what I like to do before I do anything is I like to write the equal sign, and I like to draw every number of terms that I have inside a fraction bar, like that. So go ahead and take a second to do that. Right here is where we're going to go my GCF, my greatest common factor. In here is going to go what I call my leftovers. Okay? So we're going to pull out the GCF, and whatever's left, whatever we don't use, is going to go right back into the parentheses. So let's look at 12a. So we always ask ourselves, does 12 go into 27? Does a smaller number go into the bigger number? In this case, it's no. So what are factors of 12 that go into 27? So 12, you have 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. 3 goes into 27 9 times. So your GCF numerically is 3. So I have 3 times 4, because 3 times 4 is 12, times A. So you remember we did this in the last video. And in 27, you have 3 times 9, and that's it, because just 3 times 9 is 27. Let's circle what's in both. Looks like just a 3. So the 3 is your greatest common factor. And that 3 is going to go here on the outside. So make sure you make a note of that. Now, let's deal with the leftovers. The leftovers from the first term was 4 and A. So 4 times A goes here. So it matches the first term. This is what's left over from my first term. And then my last term was 9. So 9 goes here, which matches up the second term, what's left over. So my answer is right there. 3 times 4A minus 9. So not only did I pull out my GCF, I also have my leftovers that are left. Let's try another one. Let's go number 3. Number 3. So, equal sign. I have 2 terms. I have a binomial, so I'll put the binomial inside with my minus sign in the middle. So again, this is where my GCF is going to go, and this is where my leftovers are going to go. Okay? So, does 36 go to 48? No, it does not. So what factors of 36 go to 48? See, I have 36, I have 1 and 36, 2 and 18, 6 times 6, 4 times 9, all of those. So I think 6, the 6 go to 48, isn't that 6 times 8? Yeah, I think it is. So 48, we're going to use 6. So let's start with 48. Okay? So you have 6 times 8 times W times W. And in 36, you have 6 times 6 times W. So let's circle what's in both. You have a 6. Oh, but 8 and 6, I think we didn't go high enough. So let's go a little higher. So let's erase. Come on. Alright. Maybe, I guess guess we must have missed one. Let's see, 48, you have, let's see, 6 times 2 times 4. And then here you got 6 times 2 times 3. Alright, so now I can say you have 6's and you have 2's. So you have 6 times 2, and then you have times W. So my GCF here is 12W. So again, you have to find the greatest common factor. So 12W goes right here, 12W. Now, let's look at the leftovers. I'll do these in green. So it looks like I have a 4 and a W left over from my first term. So 4 and W goes there. And in my last term, I have a 3. So I have a 3 that goes here. So my answer is 12W times 4W minus 3. Alright, this is number 5. In this case, we have a trinomial. So when you do the equal sign, you're going to do not only the GCF, but inside the parentheses, you're going to have 3 blanks because you have 3 monomials here. And so I'm going to do the equal sign here to make sure that I have room. I have a minus sign and a plus sign. My pen just got out of sync, so it's making things a little interesting. There we go. Okay, so let's start with the smaller number. Does 2 go into 8 and 4? Yeah, 2 does go into it. So 2 is going to be my GCF. So I'm going to start with 2. So 4 is 2 times 2. And I have 3 A's and 1 B. Then I have 8, which is 2 times 4. Then I have 2 A's and 2 B's. And then I have 2, which is 2 times 1 times A and 3 B's. Now let's circle what's in all 3 of them. So I have a 2 here, I have an A here, and I have a B here. So I have 2AB, that's my GCF, so I'll put that here. Sorry, my board is a little out of line. Alright, so now let's look at what's left over. From the first term, looks like we have a 2 and a 2A, so that'll be 2A squared. And then my middle term, I have a 4 and an A and a B. So I have a 4AB. And then from the last one, I have a 1 and 2 B's, which is 1B squared. We don't need to write the 1, so we'll just put B squared. And that's how you pull out a GCF from a whole trinomial, and your leftovers are inside parentheses. I apologize for my handwriting. Please don't tell anybody, okay? Number 6, last one. I know this video's gone long, so I'm going to leave number 6 for you. Try it on your own.